AI behavior FSM. This is the default one, as it is running behind everything uh, which is related to AI. This is also the most obscure. We have not a lot of documentation about this. Most of the functions that are done here are really obscure to us. Conditions also produce functions. Some are more easy to understand. All these conditions return Boolean. So whatever, but this is the place to go to when AI does something you want to understand about. This is the easiest way to pinpoint where what was the context, what was it doing. Well, okay, this is important stuff for anyone that wants to modify it. I'm going to the default danger FSM. So this is the thing that I modified the most in the AI that we are seeing in the face of each other. So on the blue side we have this one running. This is the same AI that is going about since Armor 2, I believe. I'm not sure if earlier versions also use this Danger FSM, but Armor 2, Operation Arrowhead, etc., etc., all use this exact same Danger FSM. Supposedly, it doesn't do much of anything. It detects a lot of stuff, but only to actually do something. In this case, enemy detected signals enemy. This is the script that's running about. Can fire. This is probably one of the most important causes that are detected. Actually, it is used, stop to fire, and it has these two conditions. This is relevant because one of the most relevant critiques of the current AI that we are used to is that sometimes it just ignores the targets. I believe uh, the culprit of that is this state here running, because it either destroys it or times out. The timeout is too big. The timeout is between 4 and 8 seconds, and it's too arbitrary. It's not depending, as far as I can see, not dependent on any other conditions. It should, it could, it should, and the AI stay stuck here. So this was exactly what I tried to change and ameliorate to better. Uh, I'm not sure how successful I was. The matches that we are seeing, sometimes I was successful. I think my red team and AI config did good and better, but I wasn't complete. I haven't made enough tests to be objective about it. I'm just I'm being cautious. Okay, so what have I done? I have to change this. I have done this. So these are the colors that you see with the same color coding as you see in the spheres. Um, this is for the most of it the same thing. This is the same thing. I haven't done anything over there. Where have I made changes is here. So instead here, this is the same, does the same, is doing by other means, but it does exactly the same as you've seen on the other Danger FSM. Instead of timing out, it checks if any other unit of the sorry, if the unit that we have targeted is hidden or has become hidden. If that's so, we're ready to go out of this state. In which case, instead of just finishing, we're going to check for more targets, and we can do that now that Bohemia introduced some. Now, if Bohemia has introduced some script commands that allow to do this with pretty good effectiveness. We can check for visibility. So we is the target in sight? We can easily do this. If we don't have any targets in sight, okay, let's finish the same as the other. If that's not the case, okay, let's pick this other target that we can actually see and repeat the process, and so on and so on. It only leaves this place when there is no more targets inside. I also did some just more for experimentation in the later phase. I added to the fire condition. I must describe better this condition here, but I also pegged this condition to the check of targets inside. If there is, it loops back to the same place as the campfire. Well, okay, this is the modifications I've done. For the most of it, the modifications are at a lower level, but this is for the most part and the most significant thing that we are seeing in the match that we are putting up to in the video. So next, what's next? Okay, danger FSM, check coverage. Yeah, okay. Some going back to the screen. I'm going to leave some observations ready to see. Going to back to our setup here. Right now I do have some advantage. Well, this IE, the red IE, has some advantage. What do I want? I just want to put it back to 1, and this is unnecessary. Okay, and while I talk about the other observation I wanted to add, so AI seems to be looking for each other. They're not doing much. And there's the blue doing some stuff. We're going to... Oh yeah, I didn't mention about this. You see the red and blue lines. Ah, okay. Scene has finished. The mission is in cleanup phase. It's dealing with the bodies and units alive. They have been removed from the field. The scene is resetting. But okay, I was talking about the blue and red lines that we could see there. Those are assigned targets. I didn't mention because they weren't in sight, but or easily seen. But those help to see which assigned target and unit has. Those are not how many targets the AI can detect. It's also helpful for some other stuff. But okay, I'm going to let you enjoy this while I'll talk about some other stuff. Those are some general comments about AI that I wish to make now in the ending phase of this video. I know it's long, sorry about that. Okay, what do we have? What I've seen AI sometimes advancing in a too suicidal fashion. This is known, everybody talks about this. This is something that actually this change in the danger FSM was trying to deal with. Also, stuff that I can see: AI interrupts shooting the enemy to move somewhere, so it ceases to. Why does this happen? Usually dying in the process. So this is something that this is one observation that I was also trying to address in with that modification to the danger FSM. Sometimes AI kills an enemy. Oh yeah, okay, that's over. AI stops to heal. Oh yeah, this is one. Stops to heal, giving back to danger zone while out of cover. If anything, they should heal prone. Yeah, of course, or to pick a cover to heal themselves. I see them healing themselves in no man's land, and they cannot be stopped. I have tried through scripts to kill the process, but once they start healing or asking for support and being ordered to do some support, those two units are completely out of reach from scripting, as far as I know. So we can't deal with it easily. Other stuff, AI reacts slowly or none at all to grenades, yeah, or also mentioned in forums. This is none of this is new, of course, but I've seen this with some detail, and uh, I could see this very often. Um, Also seen a group member sometimes stays covering the flank but looks away from it. Defeats the purpose, of course. Is in combat, looks to areas with no target. Of course, gets killed. Um, AI group member sometimes stays too far behind, delaying the whole group. One easy way to to deal with this would be to simply remove it from the group temporarily and rejoin as soon as it has reached up to the group. Um, so something that we can deal with, us modders. May also other stuff. Last members should stay close together. If they get too far apart, they usually stay put. Yeah, this is mostly the same. Don't understand covered ground. Yeah, this is more abstract criteria that we could let AI understand. Um, okay. AI updates perceived position based on previously discovered target without it shooting or being within FOV. This happens because there's another member of the same AI, another same group actually, in the group, relaying that information to the AI with which this happens. This goes on. It's too immediate. There's no delay, and it's too precise. When you're relaying information from a contact, you never are able to do it in real life with such an accuracy. You can't pinpoint it with that shortness of time. This is something that should be done at the engine level, of course. But this will actually lead to my other um, requests to Bohemia that I would like to leave as an ending to this video. I'll have to reach up to them. Hold on. So just going to switch here. Let me see, where do I have them? Okay. So those are only two requests that I'm going to talk about. The first is relates with the last thing I talked about AI. So we should be able, as modders, should be able to make one AI forget about a target in its database. So the near targets database is an array with all the units one AI knows about the other. So this array is read only, so we can see and whatever is behind it too. So there should be it would be useful for us modders if we could have a chance to make an AI forget about the target. This has an example. For a practical example would be exactly to correct the behavior we just talked about. So if there's a unit that relays information in a too fast pace, and that we could simply make the offending AI to forget about that enemy, not the one that sees the enemy, but the one that doesn't see the enemy. So we could, with that kind of command and scripting command, we could simply solve the issue with ease. But should be useful for other circumstances too. So this is one request. I should be making a ticket in due place to 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 reach out to bring for this stuff. Lastly, you should have noticed that some of the behaviors that we can set and configurations that we can set regarding the AI are unit level, and others are group level. Even others are all wide level. So um, example of that is the soft formation scripting command. But um, there should be a way to individually set some of the group level stuff. Group level settings should be able to also uh, be accessible to individual level. So, for example, uh, only the group can be in combat mode careless, in behavior careless. If you pick one unit and set it to careless, the whole group will get that behavior. This is less productive than having the possibility to to set those make those settings to each member individually. For example, if we want, us modders want to make one unit flee by we can just put him in careless and make him flee, but not without the consequence of having the group joining that carelessness state, uh, which would be counterproductive to the rest of our eventual intentions or plannings for the behavior of the AI at the moment. So that's too unflexible. We should have that flexibility, or it should be useful to have it. Um, uh, and I'm also requesting this with more exasperation, because the player himself can do this. When a player leads an AI group, the player can do this. We can set combat modes individual to 2 units only. For example, it's quite useful. So make these 2 units stealth and go flank the enemy or objective, whatever, while the rest of the team stays with a less stealthy behavior, ready to face the eventual enemy. So this is, I think, this is a reasonable request that Bohemia should care about. And I think a lot of stuff could be made better if that was the case. So I'm going to end the video here. I know this was a long video. I'm not even sure YouTube will let me put this. If that's the case, I'll try to split the video in two and let you guys choose which one you want to see. If you feel that yeah, I understand this is a lot of talking, and what we're seeing is not as exciting as it could be. Overall, we could see that the the contest, the small contest that we made is tight. Red has won 3 times out of 8, uh, and blue also. So they have drawn for 2 times. This is 100% equal. This was not the case in subjective terms. The last time I played against the original AI, but as you know, this latter um, beta just addressed this exact issue of having uh, uh, an AI unit too unaware of its surroundings and less preoccupied with dealing with existing threats. So I think that makes it. Hopefully you like this and found the information useful. I'll be finishing the script and the associated scripts, both the mission and the both the mission and the other behavior detection, coverage, whatever. And this script should also be implemented upon. I don't know when this will be finished, but or when will this be ready to release. But you have a show of it, depending also on the response of you guys. I shall make be more or less dedicated to its development, further development. So thank you guys, and see you the next time, hopefully for something more light. See you guys.